Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for joining us for today's free CORI-friendly community job fair hosted by the City of Boston's Project Opportunity, MassHire Downtown Boston, and BeProximate as we kick off Second Chance and Reentry Week of 2021. My name is Bethany Sirota, and I am the Deputy Director of Programs and Operations for the Mayor's Office of Workforce Development. I have the privilege of serving under the esteemed leadership of Mayor Kim Janey and her administration, as well as the Director of the Office of Workforce Development and the Office of Financial Empowerment, Trin Nguyen, and both are with us here today. We are absolutely ecstatic, so excited and honored to have our new mayor of the City of Boston, Mayor Kim Janey, on with us today to share a few words. Mayor Kim Janey is the 55th mayor of Boston. She was sworn in as the first woman and the first Black mayor in the city's history on March 24th of 2021. A proud fourth generation Roxbury resident, Mayor Janey comes from a long line of educators, entrepreneurs, artists, and advocates. Mayor Janey was raised with values that guide her to this day: the importance of education, the power of community organizing, and the fundamental principles of equity and justice. It is my pleasure to introduce our mayor, Mayor Kim Janey.
Thank you so much, Bethany, and many thanks to Trin for her leadership as well, everyone who is on this Zoom. You know, I've been a long advocate for justice-involved residents in our city. I've had no choice. As the first Black mayor and the first woman mayor to lead our city in almost 200 years, my lived experience is very different than those who had come before me. And I know this issue firsthand from my own family's interaction with the criminal justice system. I know that mass incarceration is real. This impacts everyone's ability to contribute to their households, to raise their families, to prepare for retirement. So this is not only a racial justice issue, obviously this is an economic justice issue, which is why we are here today to ensure that we are giving a real second chance. This is our opportunity to get it right, to give justice-involved residents a meaningful second chance at employment, of rebuilding their lives and restoring their relationships. And the best incentive is to ensure that there is real, meaningful economic opportunity. This is very important to me as mayor of Boston. Just on Monday, I announced the reopening of our city and aligning our timeline with the states. I am laser-like focused on the equitable recovery in terms of health, public health response, as well as our economic recovery. And that means we have to make sure that all of our residents have meaningful opportunities in the city of Boston in terms of our workforce, in terms of their ability to start a business and really rebuild their lives. We know that this issue disproportionately impacts Black and Brown people, that this is the result of discriminatory, racist policies that are years, decades, and centuries in the making. But again, this is our opportunity. And so as we are recovering, reopening, and renewing our city, it is important that we recognize that we're not going back to normal. That is not the goal here. The goal is to create a stronger Boston, a Boston that's more equitable, a Boston that's more just, and a Boston that's more resilient. And that means embracing all of our residents, including those who are returning home, returning to their communities, returning to their families, to ensure that they have real economic opportunity and that they're not left out of our economic recovery. So I am just really grateful to all of you who are here on this Zoom. Certainly want to shout out my brother and sister in service and elected office, our district attorney and our sheriff and all those who are here doing the work every single day, and certainly my own team. Really grateful for the leadership and looking forward to a very productive discussion. So many thanks again to everyone for their work. This is so incredibly important. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mayor Janey, for your remarks. It really is an honor and a privilege to serve under your leadership as we work together collaboratively to better serve our justice-involved residents during our reopening and recovery in the city of Boston. Thank you. Next, we'll hear from Diana St. Hill, who is the Education Coordinator of ICANN Academy for the Suffolk County Sheriff's Department and the founder and president of BeProximate. Diana?
Thank you, Bethany. Good afternoon, all. Thank you for joining us. I am Diana St. Hill. I would like to thank all of the partners that have made Second Chance and Reentry Week 2021 possible. First and foremost, Mayor Kim Janey, who signed the proclamation, the Suffolk County Sheriff's Department, along with the Mayor's Office of Returning Citizens, Public Safety and Workforce Development, MassHire Downtown Boston, SOAR Boston, and Mass Cultural Council. This synchronized collaboration to provide a virtual job fair could not be more fitting as we navigate this perilous time for a better Boston. In our city, cross-sector fertilization drives social innovation to address both citywide and neighborhood-specific needs. However, we must extend our politics beyond our personal proclivities to devise cross-sector solutions that address the most salient reentry challenges in housing, employment, health, and education for the justice involved. We must be proximate to people with empathy. Proximity with apathy is too great a threat for transformational change. And I'll close out with this. It is incumbent upon all of us to uphold the fidelity of the Commonwealth and its commitment to create equitable and inclusive opportunities for returning citizens to thrive and contribute to the preservation and enhancement of our beloved city, Boston. Again, thank you to all of the partners and attendees. Thank you, Bethany, for your resolute disposition to fight for second chances. And again, thank you, Mayor Kim Janey, for supporting our efforts to fight for second chances. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Diana, for your partnership. It's been incredible, and we look forward to continuing and deepening our relationship as we support justice-involved individuals and those who are returning to the community post-incarceration. Just a bit about Project Opportunity for those who are not familiar. Project Opportunity offers free CORI sealing and expungement in collaboration with the Lawyers Clearinghouse, as well as CORI-friendly job readiness workshops and resource fairs, such as those featured during this month. If you missed any of our programs, video recordings are posted on the Project Opportunity webpage. We encourage you to visit the Office of Workforce Development and the Office of Financial Empowerment web pages as well to check out the plethora of free resources available to you, including job training programs, credit and tax counseling, and so much more. We are so pleased to support residents impacted by their CORI, those returning to society post-incarceration, and with OWD's partnership with the Mayor's Offices of Public Safety, Returning Citizens, and SOAR Boston, we're able to do just that. So now I want to introduce another instrumental partner in our work to create access and support for job seekers, especially during these trying times. We are so fortunate to have an exceptional partner and resource in MassHire Downtown Boston, and I am pleased to turn the remainder of the program over to our moderator for today's program, the Director of Employer Engagement for MassHire Downtown Boston, Susan Buckey.
Thank you, Bethany. We are so excited to be a part of this wonderful collaboration and want to thank all of the employers who have come to the job fair today and all of you who are participating from afar. We hope this will be a really useful day for you so that you can learn about lots of different opportunities that are available now and ongoing in the future. Without further ado, I'm just going to take a second. Oh, I need to be able to share my screen for 1 sec. All set. Okay. And one other thing I wanted to just mention, and that is that there are 2 employers that need to be brought in. Bethany, if you could just seek them out in the chat, I sent you a note. Okay, so can everyone see this? Yes, okay, great. I just want to welcome you. I am the Director of Employer Engagement at MassHire Downtown Boston. We are a tremendous resource for any of you who are looking for work, and whether you're not able to look for work immediately, we want to welcome you and encourage you to come and use our services. So let me go into some detail about how today is going to work. So first of all, I'm going to just give you a little, we're going to talk about how things are going to go today. Then we're going to have the employer presentations. And each one of the employers is going to have time to talk about their organization, the mission of their organization. Oh, I apologize, patients, that's their customers, and the locations. They're also going to be talking about how they are supporting staff during COVID, what their current hiring needs are, and the hiring process. And then we'll open it up to questions and answers, and we will review what next steps you should all take as you decide which employers you'd like to work with. These are the employers today, and this is the order that they'll be presenting. I'm giving each employer 5 minutes to share a little bit about what's going on in terms of their hiring needs. I will be unfortunately interrupting at about 4 minutes to let you know that you have 1 minute left, employers. So I apologize in advance for the rude interruption. But this will keep us all on time and give us enough time to answer any questions at the end. Those of you who are participating, we really would love to hear your thoughts and hear what questions you have. Please, this is a reminder to have you put your questions in the Q&A section at the bottom of your screen. That's really important because we will be sure not to miss anything. We will be addressing questions at the end. So we're going to go through all of the presentations first. So please put them in the question and answer. Also, I just want to remind you that if you have questions that are specific to a particular employer, it's hard for us to read minds, so it would be helpful if you would mention the name of the employer that you're directing your question to. Also, we encourage you to have a pen and paper handy so that you can take notes and remember some of the good information that you're hearing today so that you can use it in the future. This part is, I'm going to review it again at the close of the session today. But after today, we will be sending everyone involved who's attending an email with a link to this resume submission form. And this is where, if you are interested and ready to work right away, you will be able to upload your resume and a cover letter, that's optional. And you'll be able to tell us what positions you're interested in and which employers were of interest. This is the part that's the most like walking into a real live job fair because you can actually choose which employers you want to share your resume with. The deadline for completing the resume form is Wednesday, May 26th at 5 p.m. And we will be sharing the resumes with the employers on May 27th or 28th. And you should, as a result, be ready to receive their emails and their phone calls. So please respond promptly, because if they don't hear from you, they will move on and seek out another candidate. And also, if you're like me and your mailbox gets full, you might want to clear it out so they can leave a message, okay? All right, so that's that. I'm gonna move on over. We're gonna switch gears now, and first up is our friends who we have worked with pretty closely at Whole Foods Market. So I'll pass it over to, I think it's Helen, who's going to take over. Okay. So does Helen have sharing capabilities?
Not currently.
Okay, Bethany, can you give her the...
Sure. So Susan, you're currently the host.
Oh.
So you have all the power.
Oh, I do. Gosh. Okay. Pardon me. Didn't know I had so much power. Sorry about that. Oh, Helen, hold on. Okay. Oh, goodness. I guess we have to. Okay.
Okay, let's see if I can. Can everybody see this okay?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So hi everyone, I'm Helen. I am a recruiting specialist for Whole Foods Market, and I am joined by some of the rest of our team, fellow recruiting specialist Tracy, and a couple of our HR generalists for the Boston area, Stephanie and Legata, So today we're just going to be going over, kind of who we are, what you can expect from working with us, and then how our application process works. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Whole Foods, we're a multinational mission-driven grocery store chain that focuses on selling the highest quality organic and natural products. Here at Whole Foods, our whole mission is to nourish people and the planet. So we were originally founded in Austin, Texas in 1980, and since then we have grown to over 500 locations and counting across the US, UK, and Canada. And as the nation's first and only organic grocer, certified organic grocer, we take pride in living our core values every day. Now, we have 33 locations in Massachusetts alone, and over a third of them are located right here in the greater Boston area. Nearly all of our city stores are accessible via public transit, and we've got a little map here where you can actually see all of our locations along the T. Most of our stores are along the orange, red, and green lines, but they're also very accessible via multiple bus routes. And then for those of you who drive, most of our stores in the city do actually provide team member parking. And we also have several other locations, so they're just a short drive away from the city, like in Arlington Center and Medford. Now, just like everyone else, the way we have been operating has been deeply affected by the pandemic. We've had to make a lot of changes to adapt, such as rolling out or expediting the rollout of Prime Now delivery and pickup at all of our locations in order to better serve our customers. And the entire time, team member safety has also been a top priority, and it's something that we continue to take very seriously. So we've implemented enhanced sanitation practices at all of our stores on top of already stringent protocols. We also follow social distancing guidelines in all of our stores, and everybody who comes in here needs to wear a mask regardless of local mandates. And we're happy to provide masks, gloves, or face shields to anyone who doesn't have their own. We do also currently require temperature checks for anyone coming to work at the store, and that applies to non-Whole Foods team members. So any contractors or vendors coming in also have to get their temperature checked before working. We're constantly, continually monitoring the situation, and regular updates are always available to our team members on our internal news site Interview. Now, here at Whole Foods, we are always looking for passionate and driven people to join our team. Openings do vary from store to store, but we generally have a pretty wide variety of full-time, part-time, and seasonal positions available across all of our different teams, and you can see them on the screen there. So we also have a lot of different shifts available, whether you're an early morning person or you prefer kind of to work midday, or you're looking for something overnight, we've got shifts that can work with just about any schedule. The length of the shift does depend on the position. For a part-timer, you are looking at somewhere between 4 and 8 hours long, depending on the position, and then full-time shifts generally are about 8 hours each. Now, most team member level positions do start at $15 an hour and require no previous experience. We provide all the training you need to get started. For a more specialized position, like a supervisor, a baker, or a cook, we start at a higher rate, which is set by the individual stores. And we do also offer an overnight differential for overnight team members. Oh, nope. Sorry. Full-time team members are eligible for a full suite of benefits, including health, vision, dental, and supplemental insurances like disability or life. And then all team members are eligible for our 20% discount, a 401k through Fidelity, and then all team members have access to our various programs like the Team Member Assistance Plan. Now, to actually apply with us, you want to start by visiting joinwholefoods.com, where you can see a full list of all our open positions at all of our stores. And then from there, you can narrow things down based on location, keyword, team, to find what it is you're most interested in. And then once you've applied online, all team member level positions do require the completion of an online assessment. We do send that out via email, so you want to make sure that your contact information is correct, double check for typos, and then keep an eye on your email and your spam filter. Once the assessment's completed, we will contact you via phone or interview to let you know what happens next. We may want to reach out just to do a quick phone screen, or we may have you come right into the store for a formal interview. And again, we do practice social distancing and everyone is masked up. And if an offer is made, we do conduct a background check, but we do not do a CORI or credit check. Now, to jumpstart your search, I recommend visiting one of the 2 URLs on this page, joinwholefoods.com/Boston or joinwholefoods.com/Cambridge-MA. These are a really great place to start because they combine all of the positions for the area in one place. So if you don't know where to start looking, that's an awesome first step. Also, if you look over our positions and you don't see anything of interest now or nothing that works with your needs, you can always revisit in a week or two. We do update our postings frequently, so there's always new positions available. And then lastly, if you ever have specific questions about a specific store or position or the application process in general, you can feel free to contact me or any other members of our Boston area team at the emails we have listed on the screen. So that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I hope you are possibly interested in joining our team here at Whole Foods, and we are looking forward to hopefully seeing some of your applications soon.
Great job, Helen. Thank you so much. Helen, guess what? You have the fine pleasure of passing the buck on passing hosting privileges to the team at Amazon. And Lena, I would like you to tell me which person that is.
It's going to be me today. Thank you so much, Susan. Let me just test it out and see if I can share my screen.
Yep, this is everyone's
You should be all set now.
Okay. Thanks, Helen.
Should be good now.
Yes, I see everything.
Awesome.
You're ready to go. Yep.
All right. So thank you so much, everyone. I'm honored to be part of this great and meaningful event. My name is Lena, and I represent workforce staff and team for Amazon. I'm here not alone, of course. I'm with my colleague whose name is Amanda, and feel free to ask questions if you have any after the presentation. So first of all, welcome to Amazon. And why Amazon, if you ask? So in addition to offering industry-leading wages, Amazon offers a variety of benefits based on your role. All Amazonians start a base pay rate of $15.50 per hour, and it became effective May 16, just a few days ago. And we had this wage increase across the network. Depending on the shift, you may receive a differential as well, which will allow you to earn even more per hour. As a seasonal employee, benefits include an employee assistance program, weekly pay, and extra time opportunities. And as a regular employee, you are eligible to the benefits, which are become eligible based on the amount of hours and some other factors on your day one, which is awesome. We also offer sign-on bonus for some eligible locations at the moment, varying from $500 to $1,000, again, for participating and eligible locations. Bonus payoff is after 30 days and 90 days, which helps and plays a good role in a total compensation. So Amazon also is a global company, of course, and the possibilities for growth are endless. Associates can grow at Amazon if they demonstrate a positive work attitude, leadership skills, excellent job performance in productivity, quality, etc. We offer different programs such as Career Choice, which prepays up to 95% of tuition towards earning a certificate or associate degree in various industries. Safety, it's important and big part of how we operate. We protect our employees. We practice social distancing, of course. We check temperature, provide mask, provide gloves, whatever you may need. We clean and disinfect. We have so many protocols that we have to follow. Let's just talk about what roles we hire for our team wise. So first of all, Certification Center. We have a Certification Center in Stoughton or in Norwood. And for Certification Centers, it's likely part-time opportunities, and it's the first stop on the journey from the warehouse. You'll be on your feet moving and sorting packages between the tracks. So we also have a lot of delivery stations. And just to name a few, we have in Revere, we have in Everett, we have delivery station in Salem, Massachusetts, Wilmington, Massachusetts, in Nashua as well. It's similar to work as you it's similar to be a sortation center associated with a little differences. You'll be also on your feet a lot, moving a lot, and likely you'll be getting a part-time schedule on a set hours. Fresh, it's a warehouse, smaller size though, and we have fresh warehouses in Boston and our Everett location. It's like being a personal shopper role. You'll be working in a refrigerated environment, moving a lot and getting ready the packages, the groceries ready out for the delivery. And you will not be driving to anywhere. And Whole Foods Market. So for Whole Foods Market, certain locations such as, for example, Boston or Newtonville or Cambridge or Dedham locations and some other, we hire for shopper team members associates. So it's very similar to being a fresh shopper team member associate, but from the comfort of the Whole Foods store, which is awesome. You'll be interacting, working with our customers. You'll be choosing our gadgets and software to interact with our customers online, and pack their grocery orders and have them ready out for the delivery. And somebody else after that will deliver them to the doors of our customers. It's a flexible role, in most cases part-time, and you can work as little as 12 hours per week to maintain 12 hours per month to maintain your employment status. You'll be creating your own schedule on a weekly basis, 1 week up front.
Lena, you're going to need to wrap up. Okay.
So we have part-time shifts, full-time shifts, regular or seasonal, and it's a relaxed dress code. You must be able to lift up to 49 pounds, and you'll be standing and walking. So also that's a hiring process. It consists of 4 major steps. Number 1, application. No resume, no interview is required. You just will be asked to complete questionnaire and assessment, and after successful completion of it, you'll attend office hours. And that's when we initiate a background check. We'll have you complete a drug test, which is only 10 minutes long, and it's an oral saliva test. We'll take your badge photo and verify your work authorization documents. And after that, you'll just wait a little bit, 5-7 days, complete training from home, and then you go to the building on your day 1. So the whole process may take as little as 7 days, as long as 2 weeks. Interested to apply? Go please to amazon.com/Boston hourly jobs. That's all I have.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Lena. Great job. As a host, you are now the host. Could you pass the hosting privileges on to John Morgan, please? John Morgan
sure.
He's going to be speaking from Labor Max Staffing. So John, I hope you're ready. Just a reminder for those of you who are asking questions, please remember to put them in the Q&A section so that we can make sure to find all the questions in one place when we're finished with the presentations. John, are you set?
I am attempting to share my screen right now. There we go. Can you
Great.
see that okay?
It's loading up. Yeah, it looks great. Yep, you can just.
All right.
Perfect. It looks perfect.
All right. So happy to be here. Labor Max Staffing. Changing people's lives is what we do. Putting them back to work is how we do it. And I think is extremely important for what we're talking about today. Our company established in March of 2001, so we're spanking brand new. We're here in the Dorchester area between Fields Corner and Savin Hill train station, a walk from each station, roughly about 5 to 6 minutes. The office focuses to provide an environment that is grassroots, promoting high level of interaction and direct communication with our employees. You can find us on Google page, look up Labor Max Staffing Boston, and you'll find out a lot of information, some great stories about our folks who work for us. My name is John Morgan. I'm the owner of Labor Max Staffing. Been in the staffing industry for roughly 22 years, working in the staffing industry from office support to light industrial to construction. Born and raised in Boston, Mattapan area, education, Newton Public Schools, METCO program, graduated from Florida A&M College, FAMU for some folks that may know. Large customers that I service, Gillette Stadium, Fenway Park, Stacy Pita Chip, Amazon, and different variations in my past. Home Market Foods, Waste Management, Sky Chef, Deacon's Cranberry, and College of Fenway, just to name a few of the customers that we service. I also have an account manager. His name is Tony Ferguson, 13 years working in staffing industry, same office support to light industrial, born in Plymouth, Mass, has an associate's degree from Fisher College, also some pretty large companies in the area, FiberTech, IPC, Christmas Tree Shops, Mannheim Auto Auction, Talbot's, TPC of Boston, to name a few. Company was founded in the Midwest in Las Vegas. The focus of the company was to partner with not only the customers that we service, but mainly the employees that we work with. Our agency provides itself on creating a valuable connection between workers and searching for employment and business seeking solutions to their staffing needs. We work a vast array of different jobs in this particular area. We work part-time jobs, full-time jobs, temporary to permanent, and direct placement. Our focus is in covering all of the United States. Right now, as I said before, we established our office here in Boston 3/1/2021. So we're roughly 2 to 3 months old in this particular area. Our recruiting focuses, we focus on providing opportunities for you, establishing a relationship with you to find the best job for you, mainly in the warehouse, manufacturing, office support areas. Our previous focus is to really develop your skill sets, work with you on future opportunities, and to focus on your availability. Our 4-step process is a real simple one. We first start with the temperature check and COVID process. We then focus on the application process. We have you take some opportunities to get to know us. We have an in-person focus for you. We focus on giving you some communication about the jobs that we have, providing you with the expectations that we have for our jobs, and then we try to set you up for success, which are jobs that work well for you. We provide personal protection equipment. Our employees are given a report card when they go out to work, so we can evaluate them and give them mentoring, training, and development as we go on. And we assist them by going on the job sites and really talking with them while they're actually doing the jobs. We also focus on a interview process, really supporting them to do an interview prep. We focus on a large database of folks who have already started to come into our office here in Dorchester. We're partnered with online job recruiting. We're partnered with a network of different companies in the area, the Urban League, MassHire and Roxbury, E4All, as far as an entrepreneurial standpoint, SOARS program, Women Connecting and Affecting Change. So those are some of the areas that we focus on as far as our assistance there. We utilize social media. We also focus on a hiring process, which it really develops some training. We help by doing a health quiz and a safety quiz with our folks, reference checks if needed, interview process, certifications if necessary, and plea employment as well. Our focus is nonstop. We don't leave any stone unturned. We look at local jobs. We mentor programs, in-office application focus. So instead of just focusing on an online process, we want you to come in and see us. We want you to see our environment. We want to be, connected with you locally. We focus on an in-office application process. We talk about referrals. We talk about what you've done in the past. We look at the veterans process. We do radio advertising, local newspaper, local colleges. Again, we leave no stone unturned to support you. Oh man, I'm almost done, huh? Recruiting and focuses.
Time to wrap up. Yeah, sorry.
No problem. We have 3 or 4 different opportunities to focus on different ways to pay folks. We also have a hiring process, which I meant before, the temporary to permanent direct hire. And again, I want to thank you as we do focus on having opportunities to work with you safely and excellently, service-wise. And thank you very much for having us here today. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, John. Excellent. Next up is Clara. Do you mind passing her the hosting privileges?
Absolutely. Does she have it?
Clara, not sure. Let's see. Clara, are you ready?
Yes, hi.
Okay, you're ready to go. If you're ready to share, do you have a screen to share?
Yes,
Perfect.
it's,
Coming right up. I see it. Yep.
there you go.
Yep.
Can you say it?
Yes, you're ready to go. Thank you.
Good afternoon to everybody, and thank you for taking the time to listen to what we have to offer. My name is Clara Dilernia, and I'm a senior recruiter here at Monroe Staffing. We are located in Chelsea, this office. We have offices also in North Carolina, South Carolina, Connecticut, Rhode Island. And I think I forget. Just one second. Oh, here. So Monroe Staffing is a company that has been providing staffing solutions to customers and job opportunities for people like you that you're watching now for the last 50 years. We are part of a bigger organization called Staffing 360 Solutions. They have also offices in the UK. As a commercial staffing company, we offer mostly jobs in the light industrial sector, including packaging, assembly, machine operator, forklift driver, pallet jack, mechanic maintenance, quality control, sanitation, among others, from entry level to more skilled positions. So if you like doing stuff, we have the right job for you, for sure. Our branch of Monroe Staffing, as I told before, is in Chelsea, and our customers that look for people for you are spread out across the Boston area. We cover all the greater Boston area. For instance, we have opportunities for produces company, for example, in Chelsea, bakeries in Malden, fisheries in Braintree, South Boston in the Seaport area. We have also another companies in South Boston. The positions we offer range for temporary positions to temp to hire roles and also direct hires. Many of the people that are now in the payroll of our clients is started here as a temp. They work well and hard. You got hired by our customers and have climbed the ladder since. Sorry, it's my first time doing a presentation. So obviously you have a lot of opportunities. Many companies are looking for talent, mostly on this difficult and challenging time. And we will be more than honored if you choose us. And why would you choose us? We offer three things: flexibility, benefits, and variety. Flexibility, you can choose the shift you want to work. We have a variety of companies, and they have all different shifts. You can work indefinitely or just for a couple of weeks or months. That's the perk of the staffing. No matter how long you work, if you do a good job, we will always have an opportunity for you. You may not like one company, but if you do a good job there, we can offer you another position in another company. Benefits, we provide 401k, health benefits, including life insurance, dental, vision, obviously sick time. We offer a referral program, and we deposit the money in your account, so avoiding the inconvenience of paper checks. We care about you, we know you by name, and we make sure that you're well taken care of. This slide, it shows what is happening here. The different locations that we have, Billerica, Chelsea, Norwood, Cambridge, Braintree, Malden, South Boston, Everett. Almost all of the companies are on public transportation. They're pretty easy to reach. Some of them, they have parking availability. We have temporary positions, temp to hire, direct hire, all kind of roles. On flexibility, you select the location, you select the shift, and you select if it's permanent or temporary. This one, Okay. This slide, it shows the different, the pay ranging between, it goes between $13.50, that is actually the minimum here in Massachusetts. We have until 20 per hour. We have skilled positions that they're paying more, obviously. So you have a lot to choose from. So that's the openings, and the last slide. I don't know if I'm out of time.
You are. You're getting close, so
I
you can.
am? Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, I hope I got your attention. We are located in Chelsea. If you know the area, we are just across the street from Market Basket. And again, we'll be thrilled to have you contact us and explore any of these opportunities. We do have everything online, so you don't even have to come here to the office. We have a link. I already passed that. Okay. We have the link there. We have also the code that you can just take a picture. Everything is online. We might ask you to come to the office only, always following protocol. We follow our protocol every day, social distances, only for orientation, depending on the company. Sometimes we do orientation here, but not always is the case. So we can do everything online, and there you have all the information to get in contact with us, email, phone number, social media. Okay. So once again, thanks a lot for your time and attention, and I hope to hear back from you soon. Thank you all.
Excellent. Thank you, Clara. Well done. I know it's not easy doing that for the first time. And now you have the difficult task of passing the hosting privileges to Paul.
I just stopped sharing, right?
You can stop sharing, and then you're going to go to the participant and presenter list, and you're going to go find Paul. Yep. And you're going to give him, and I need to apologize because I skipped Paul earlier. This is part of everyone's having challenges, including me. So Paul, are you set? Can you share?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I didn't notice that I was.
Yep. It sort of happens silently. Thank you, Clara.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We're ready for you when you are. Great. And now Paul from Greater Boston Food Bank.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you everyone for this great event, and following Clara, we've had some temporary associates working with us from Monroe. So we've worked with different agencies that have worked with us, but I'm here from the Greater Boston Food Bank, which are together we end hunger here. So we are, many of you have probably heard of us and utilize the services that we have in the Greater Boston community. So we are located in the Newmarket section of Boston, which is located just off of Mass Ave, so close to the South Bay Shopping Center area, as well as Boston Medical Center area. We are accessible within walking distance of the Andrew Square T-stop, as well as some bus lines. And we also have free parking diagonally across from our facility.
Paul, it looks like you're showing us the presenter view. Can you switch the settings? Yeah, I think that's the one. There you go. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Perfect. You're all set.
Okay. So we currently have full-time openings in our warehouse or operations area. So in our warehouse is working with the picking and selecting and working with warehouse materials in our warehouse area, which we work with our member agencies on filling orders, getting pallets of food together, taking orders that we get from food donations and from local donors of supermarkets, etc. So we have a very busy warehouse. We've been fortunate and unfortunate enough that we have been remaining very busy hiring people all throughout the pandemic. because there is a very strong need in the community to help serve people with food insecurity. So we've been hiring throughout the past year. Again, in our operations and warehouse area. In transportation, we have one driver position open. You do need to have a Class A license for that and a clean driving record for our driver position. Food acquisition, that is a office-related position that works with one of our donors, and then corporate relations. These are our current full-time openings. All of these positions are day shift positions, so first shift positions. So starting in the warehouse, usually, or transportation, usually start in the earlier part of the morning. And we don't have any evening or night shift positions, which is appealing to some people that want to do the regular Monday through Friday and some Saturday positions for these positions. If you were to be extended an offer, we do conduct a background check. We do run a CORI check, and we do review those on a case-by-case basis. So it's not, we are CORI-friendly as far as reviewing what comes back on the CORI check. We check references and do a drug screen for most of these open positions. Benefits are available from day one. I think we have a great benefit package for a nonprofit organization. So day one, you receive medical, dental, vision, 401k, education reimbursement, paid time off. We have 15 paid holidays, which I think is awesome. Our CEO really recognized that our team works very hard, so wants us to have rest time as well. So the team of the Greater Boston Food Bank is committed to ending hunger here. And this map just shows you the communities that we serve. So what we tell people is, if people don't come to work, or if we don't have our positions filled, essentially that means that people wouldn't get their food delivered or get the food delivered out to our member agencies. So it is really a part of a team committed to ending hunger here. And food insecurity in our community is a continuing, and it has grown throughout the pandemic. So this is just a quick statistic of 1 in 8 of our residents in Massachusetts is food insecure, 1 in 6 children, and 1 in 5 residents is 60 years or older. We strive for excellence and really live our values. So these 6 values that we have listed here are team member well-being, teamwork, diversity, equity, and inclusion, respect, trust, and our Eastern Massachusetts community. And when we are interviewing people, we look for people that potentially, would really be interested in our mission as well as our values, because many of our team members really live our values to make our organization successful. And then finally, just a couple of things mentioned. We have had COVID-19 precautions all throughout the pandemic. So we do screenings of everyone that enters the building. We do health questionnaires. We've had PPE equipment. Everyone wears masks. We have signage everywhere, hand sanitizers, temperature checks, the whole gamut. So we have been lucky enough to keep most of our team members safe and continue to do so. As I mentioned earlier, the positions are generally Monday through Friday, day shift positions, except for some Saturdays if you work in the warehouse or transportation. And then the last 2 bullets speak to the application process. So all of our positions are listed on our website, which is gbfb.org/careers. So all of our positions are listed there, or our email address. If you have a specific question, you can email us at hr@gbfb.org. We do, I know that many of you will be submitting resumes, as Susan mentioned at the beginning, but we also do ask that you do apply on our website, because we like to have your information on our database as well. And then the process, if you meet our minimum requirements for the position that we're looking for, we would do a phone screen with you just to talk to you a little bit more about yourself and about the position that we have opening, and give you a chance to ask any questions of us and us of you. And right now we're still doing Zoom video interviews. So similar to this format, we've all become experts, I guess, in Zoom technology, whether we think so or not. But we're slowly bringing some of the people in that work in our warehouse or transportation area in for in-person interviews as well. So that's a little bit about the food bank and the positions we have available. And I thank you for your time and your interest in our organization.
Thank you so much, Paul. That was great. Next up is going to be Shelby at Flower Bakery. And Paul, if you could do the honors of passing the hostessing baton to her, that would be.
Okay, so I go into participants, you said?
Yeah, there were panelists. And her name is Shelby LaFond. And you click on her name and you should be able to make her the host.
Now it's saying,
Oh, now Bethany is the host. Bethany, could you make?
I am now. I'm
Sorry
the host now.
Shelby, you can take it away. Shelby is from Flower Bakery, which has many locations in the Boston area.
All right. Can everyone see that now?
Yes, that's perfect.
Right.
Thanks, Shelby.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. My name is Shelby, and I'm the HR. Actually, hold on one second. This looks like my last screen. One second.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Great.
Right, there we go. Sorry. So yeah, so my name is Shelby, and I am the HR manager at Flower Bakery. I have been with Flower for about 8 years, and during that time, I've worked a variety of roles. And so I'm really happy and excited to be talking about this great company that I love so much with all of you. So for those of you that are unfamiliar with us, Flower is a bakery and cafe that was founded by Joanne Chang in the South End 20 years ago. We currently have 9 locations across Boston and Cambridge. We have 3 in Cambridge and 6 in Boston, as well as a production kitchen in the Seaport. All of our locations are easily accessible via public transportation, which is great for all of our staff. Down at the left-hand bottom corner of the screen, you can kind of see we have this Boston Globe Top Places to Work Award. We've won that 6 times and are hoping for a 7th. And that kind of just really shows us that our staff does enjoy working for us. And lets us know that we're continuing to do what we're doing right. I must have just messed up my screen again. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay. So next is our mission. So for all of our positions at Flower, no matter what you're doing, everything that we do is driven by our missions. It's kind of the bread and butter for why we're here and what we're doing every day. So obviously everyone that comes into the bakery is looking to buy food from us. So that's our number one thing. We want to serve amazing food to all of our guests. Right up there, just as important is the service that we're giving. We want to give really amazing service to every person that walks in those doors. We want them to leave happier than when they came in. And that is really in the hands of the staff, both the front of house and back of house. They all have a part to play in the guest experience. The third one is giving back to the neighborhood. We have a set percentage of our sales that actually goes toward donations and charitable givings in the neighborhoods of each location. And we also do a lot of volunteer events that's both helpful for fostering the relationships within each bakery, as well as getting us out there and meeting people in the neighborhoods and in these great volunteer programs. We obviously need to run a profitable, efficient business. Profitability means that we're able to keep bringing on more staff and growing and adding to all the different benefits that we have. And that's really important to us. The last one is probably the most important, making Flower a better place, not just for our customers, but also for ourselves. This kind of just speaks to the mantra of the culture at Flower. We really, everything that we do is for the benefit of Flower and for the growth of flower. We all love coming to work every day. And so we really try to just make sure that every new person that comes onto the team also feels the same way and gets that same welcoming atmosphere. So working at Flower, benefits for all of our positions, they include health, dental, vision insurance, short and long-term disability, a generous 401k matching program. We have paid sick time and vacation time, free shift meals, staff discounts, and various other incentive programs. For our jobs, we have front of house jobs, back of house jobs, logistics jobs. Our front of house jobs are customer service with light food handling. Our back of house jobs are primarily food handling with some skilled culinary and management positions, as well as cleaning positions. Our logistics team kind of moves products around between the bakeries and works with our e-commerce day to day for all of our packaging and shipping of products. A really important thing to note about Flower is that we primarily promote from within. We really invest in our staff, and that means also investing in their growth. If that's what they want. So we offer a variety of trainings to help staff grow within the company and further their careers in general. As far as COVID goes, I'm pretty sure everybody's been affected by COVID, and restaurants have been hit especially hard, but we seem to be rebounding back now. So we're doing all the same enhanced safety protocols that we've been doing the entire time. The only difference now that's occurring is primarily before we were doing only takeout. Now we have started to open up our dining rooms. We still have all of the social distancing protocols in place, mask wearing, everything that is standard. And we're requiring masks despite any change that might occur for right now, as far as CDC and local guidelines.
Shelby, you have about less than a minute.
Great. This is all of our current openings that we have right now. There's quite a few of them. Counter staff is one that is always, we are always looking for great counter staff. We have the shift lead, which is a step above that. There's some baker positions, some cleaning positions. In general though, all of our openings are always listed on our website, on our careers page. You can go onto that, you can apply through the website. No matter how you apply, we will let you know whether or not we are interested. We won't just leave you hanging. If we do let you know that we are interested in you, we require interviews and a stage for most positions. The stage is the working or shadow portion of the interview. The whole thing in total would take about 1.5 to 2 hours. And as far as background checks, the only position that we require a background check for is our driving position. All of our other positions are based off of experience, and kind of the person that comes in, the interview and the stage is how we base off of whether you'd be a good fit for the company or not. And that's kind of all I have. I hope that Flower is of interest to you now, and thanks for coming, and best of luck.
Excellent. Well done. Thank you, Shelby. So next up is we have Ariel Oliveri from VP&E. And so Shelby, I'm going to ask you to find her in the panelist view and give her the baton, please.
All right.
Okay, Ariel, you should be good to go. You can just go ahead and use the green button at the bottom to share your screen.
Perfect.
Yep, and then you go into presentation mode and you should be good to go. Perfect, you look great.
So thank you. My name is Ariel Oliveri, and I have been the recruitment marketing specialist at VP&E for the past 3 years. And while we are primarily a valet company, we have gone through a lot of changes over the last 2 years. And we actually now have a sister company called Aloha Solutions, which I will be talking about, that specializes in healthcare. So not only are we focused on corporate and concierge services and customer service, we're also focused on healthcare. So we were founded in 1990 in Boston by our CEO's father. We're still a privately owned business, but we have expanded substantially to other states, including Connecticut, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Florida, and California. This is an outdated number. I believe that we're over 2,000 employees right now. But in the past 3 years that I've been with this company, this is the most jobs that we've ever had open at a time. because we're expanding so rapidly due to our new business in the healthcare division. So a little bit of the positions and what you might be able to do with our company. If you wanted to go into parking and lot and garage management, you could do positions like a valet attendant, a lot attendant, ambassador role, which is a customer service position. You could become a cashier, a garage greeter, which is also a customer service position, or you could be a garage cleaner. Garage cleaners are probably our least customer facing role, whereas an ambassador position is probably the most customer facing role. We also work with hotels in the hospitality division. So we have concierge, bellman. We offer car washing positions. So if you have experience in car washing or car detailing, this would be a good position to enter into. And then we have doorman as well. And then we have shuttles and events. So we provide shuttle services throughout the greater Boston area. A lot of the shuttle services that we provide are going to be for events or for employees or patients of hospitals, bringing them from one building to another within the city. We have CDL shuttle drivers, which require a special license. Those are bigger passenger shuttles. And then we have non-CDL shuttle drivers. Those just require a regular driver's license. And those are smaller passenger shuttle positions, usually 6 to 10 people. We have traffic controller positions, which are like a flagger, somebody directing traffic in a busy parking lot or a shopping center. We have dispatchers, which would sit in office and manage our shuttle operations from behind a phone. And then we have our event staff, which work in the greater Boston area, all throughout Massachusetts, really. And they provide services like valet attendants, lot attendants, shuttle services, concierge, doorman, for events like a corporate event or a wedding, pretty much whatever event that we're hired for. Typically, we don't do these. We only really do these in the North Shore, South Shore, and Worcester area. We don't really go anywhere else into Western Mass or in any other states. And then, like I said, we did go from valet to healthcare as a huge part of our company. We do a lot of valet services at hospitals, and we started staffing for a few customer service positions within the hospital. And due to our success in that staffing, they've asked us to hire more support services staff within the hospital. We also provide specialized healthcare, hospitality, and finance, direct hire, contract to hire, and contract roles. So essentially operating as an external staffing agency for higher end positions like nurses, OR nurses, medical assistants, medical secretaries, anesthesiologists, and more. But specifically our lower level entry level positions include patient observers, ESD assistants and housekeepers, linen workers, hospital ambassadors, patient transporters, patient companions, wellness screeners, and wellness screeners. Within these positions, the wellness screener is going to have the most contact with customers because you'll actually be taking their temperature when they're coming to the hospital. Our housekeeping and linen workers would have the least direct contact with customers. We provide PPE, frequent hand washing, and social distancing guidelines for all of our positions. While it does vary by the type of position and the location, our team does wear gloves, wipes down steering wheels, speaker shifts, and door handles before returning customer vehicles. All of our workstations have been supplied with hand sanitizer, sanitizing wipes, masks, anything that you would need to feel protected. We're adhering to social distancing guidelines. We have proper spacing between our passenger shuttles and the plastic shields. And we also do routine cleaning of our shuttles, all of our podiums, work areas, door handles, high touch areas.
Great.
So why work for us? We have increased our pay rate. We have varying schedules. So you could work part-time, full-time, work the event staff, which you could work once a month if you were part of the event staff. We offer a wide range of benefits and up to a 5% 401k match. We get paid weekly every Thursday, direct deposit. We have different employment tracks. For example, you could go from a valet attendant, supervisor, assistant manager, manager. The highest level track that we offer is starting off as a junior accountant and working your way into our finance department. And then we also have VP&E Cares. So this is a scholarship, $100,000 annually that we award to up to 100 employees, and this is to assist with back to school. So 50 teammates, over 50 teammates of VP&E received money for their children to assist with back to school supplies. We also have Vector, which is a talent learning platform. So you can take courses and earn professional growth, online certifications, and rewards if you want to expand your education. We have a teammate assistant program. So if you have any concerns ranging from financial wellness to anxiety, depression, relationships, complex decision-making, buying a house, we have assistance in helping you make those hard to make decisions. And then we also give back to the community yearly. We have a group of organizations that we make donations to. Most known are the Boys and Girls Club and Goodwill. So if you are interested in applying, you could submit your resume on our career site. You could also submit it via email. I'll leave my email in the chat for you. The recruiter is going to give you a call, send you an email and a text message to give you a 10-minute phone screen. This is basically just asking where you live, how you get to work, what type of experience you have, what type of position you're interested in, so we can match you with the best position for your skill set. And then we'll set you up for an interview with the manager, which would be either virtual or in person. After the interview with the manager, you'll go through a virtual orientation and you will officially be a member of the VP&E team. And that's it.
Thanks a lot, Ariel. Ariel's gonna have to leave a little early, so I took care of the putting your email in there for you. So if anyone has questions, you can follow up with her directly. Ariel, before you go, could you pass the presenter baton on to Alana with Boston Cityscapes?
Yes.
Thank you. And while she's doing that, I just want to Mark, I know you're possibly still in the participant list. We're going to move you over soon. So we are ready for you, just so you know. Okay. Sorry. Alana, are you set?
Yes, I don't have a cool PowerPoint presentation, but I do have this gorgeous living wall behind me.
Nice.
That is my show and tell for today. My name is Alana, and I am the office manager and executive assistant at Cityscapes, and we are design, installation, and maintaining interior and exterior plants. And we've been in business since 1992. So you get to hang out with these guys if you come work for Cityscapes. We are currently hiring for a variety of positions. And we're looking for anyone who is a self-proclaimed plant lover. So that's really the only major requirement that we have. We are hiring for both part-time and full-time positions. We are hiring for a full-time receptionist, full-time operations or installation specialist, and then both part-time, full-time, or seasonal interior and exterior horticulturist, and then a living wall horticulturist. All of our locations are very accessible by both public transportation or driving. Most of our horticulturists work out of our Roxbury warehouse, which has a ton of parking and is also just a quick walk from Andrews Station and a number of bus lines. And then our main office is located in Back Bay, so just a few steps away from the Back Bay station and the Copley Square station. And then any of our horticulturists that are visiting accounts on foot, they could either go between public transportation, walking, biking, driving, skateboarding, whatever you prefer. Just a heads up, all of our positions are work during typical normal business hours. So Monday through Friday, usually 7 or 8 or 9 a.m. to about 3, 4, or 5 p.m. We don't have any evening or weekend availability. We do offer a competitive pay. Usually everything's starting around $15 or so, but with more experience, we do have a higher rate. We offer vacation and sick time, dental and health options, matching IRA, and 9 paid holidays each year. In order to apply, we do perform a background check on everyone. Since we are going in and out of our corporate accounts, we do have to do a background check. And we also reach out to 2 or 3 references. I think we've handled COVID just exactly the same as everyone else has. You know, all of the essential workers, so our horticulturists have remained out and about, and we've supplied everyone with PPE. Any of our office staff that's been able to has been working remotely from home. So that's definitely still an option for some of our positions. We do obviously daily temperature checks, mandatory mask wearing, everything else that everyone's doing. And we continue to follow Massachusetts administrative guidelines, and we'll continue to do so. So that's pretty much all I have. We do ask anyone who's interested to apply directly through our website. And I could put that in the chat. It's bostoncityscapes.com/careers. That way we can get all of your information, and we really like to pair people with the correct position. So if we see that you have certain talents, even if you apply for one position, we might suggest a different position for you, or give you an option between a few. So we always like to see everyone's interests and personality to figure that out. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Excellent. Alana, would you be so kind as to pass me the hosting controls, because I need to upgrade an attendee into a presenter.
Absolutely.
And I don't, yeah, thank you. Great, thank you. And also, I just want to ask if you wouldn't mind putting your information into the chat so that everyone can find it there. Mark, I'm updating you right now. Okay. Okay, Mark, welcome to the panel. Yeah, you should be able to share your screen. Mark, are you there? You're muted. There we go. You're muted still, we can't hear you.
Hi.
There we go, that's it. Now we're talking.
Great,
Okay,
well,
thanks.
Thank you for inviting me to the party. I know we're late, so I'll be super quick.
No, take your time. You deserve 5 minutes like everyone else. Don't worry about it.
Well, I was actually allotted only 2 minutes on the agenda I got, which I'm okay with. I can try.
Oh, no, you have 5. I'm sorry. Okay. Go ahead.
All right, how do I share my screen?
There's a green button at the bottom
share
of the
screen. Got it.
Yep. Yeah.
There we go. Can you see it?
Yeah, that looks great.
Hi, my name is Mark Winter. I run Recover Green Roofs. And we have been creating rooftop spaces that people and plants love since 2009. We are a mission-based company. Our mission is to make the world a better place by harnessing the power of plants and creating great jobs for great people. We are non-judgmental and open-minded. Oh, I should say on this slide, we do projects throughout Greater Boston, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New York, and Maine. And we are headquartered in Union Square in Somerville. We believe in training. These are all pictures of different green roofs. They come in all different shapes and sizes. We believe in taking care of our employees and providing a safe and healthy work environment. We are a small and growing company, a lot of room for growth. The positions that we're hiring for are builders. Builders do a wide range of skill sets, from carpentry to masonry to landscaping up on a roof. We do metalwork as well. We do not do any waterproofing. We always are hired after the waterproofing is done. We are hiring for an assistant project manager. We are hiring admin and system support. We are hiring for horticultural specialist and maintenance field crew. We are hiring a 4-person, that should be singular. They are full-time jobs, part-time jobs, and seasonal jobs. We would start people off on a 90-day evaluation period to see if it's a good fit. And we know that the best people out there are looking for full-time year-round work. And we take that to heart, and we have had work all 12 months. We didn't have to lay anybody off the last couple of years in the winter. We actually got hired to do snow removal with all the snow we got. So ideally, this position does get past the evaluation period and is a full-time year-round position. It does help tremendously to have a license and vehicle. We do have a number of jobs around that are located next to public transportation, but certainly not all. Relevant experience is desired, but like I said, we believe in training, and we can give all the tools to the person who's never done a green roof before. I had never built a green roof when I started. The key is having a willingness to learn and to work hard and to work in tough conditions. We're up on a roof in the hot sun, in the cold wind, in the rain, in the snow. Sometimes it's beautiful. If you are interested, please submit applications to admin at Recover Green Roofs. Green roof during COVID. Long before COVID, we believed in creating a safe and healthy work environment, which is hard in the construction industry, but we do it. That's important to us. So when COVID came, that we were used to wearing the right PPE and providing the right training and following the right safe practices. And I'm happy to say that there were zero transmissions of COVID on the job site. We definitely benefit from working up on the roof in open air, but we followed all the practices, we followed the science, and we had full buy-in from everybody. Thank you very much. And please, we're looking for some great employees. So it makes me excited to think that I'm potentially talking to our next employee. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. That's a beautiful picture at the end. Nice way to end it. Would you mind stop sharing your screen, which might mean just clicking that green button again. There we go. And if you wouldn't mind passing the hosting responsibilities over to me. Thank you all. That was a lot of presentations, and I wanted just thank all of the employers who participated today. We have a number of questions that have come in, so I'm going to address all of you because there's a couple of questions that cover all employers who are participating. First question is, do any of you have any remote positions at this time? And you can unmute yourself and just go ahead and speak up.
Amazon does have some remote positions available. You just have to go to amazon.com/careers. It may not be a local position, but they're more of the customer service type of roles that might be available.
Thanks, Amanda. Great. Anyone else? We also had a general question about IT positions. Could you unmute yourself if you have an IT position?
I will also jump in on that one again. Amazon does have a lot of IT roles. They are also found on the amazon.com/careers. We are here promoting the local positions, but we do have lots of positions in all kinds of categories on that career site.
Right, great. I do want to just mention that there are a bunch of questions that were answered by some of the employers. Amazon answered a few of their questions. One question was asked early on about the difference between a background check and a CORI check. Could anyone explain that?
Hi, Susan. I'll jump in on that. From what I understand, a CORI check is actually a system that is criminal offenses. At Whole Foods, we do use we do background checks that include local criminal courts. We check the local criminal courts, but we don't use the CORI system. And we also use a national sex offenders system. So that's what our background check consists of.
Thanks, LaGuardia.
You're welcome.
Okay. Sorry, I did notice that a number of the employers were putting their contact information in the chat. So if you would like to share your information, you are welcome to do so in the chat. I'm going to go to some of the questions that are still remain open. John Morgan, someone asked for your contact information. And Mark Winter, someone asked where your administrative positions are located, and I'm going to guess that's Union Square in Somerville. Yes, okay, thank you. And someone asked about, Mark, again, what is your starting or average pay for some of those entry-level positions? And you're still muted.
$16 an hour.
16 an hour, thank you. Okay. We had another attendee ask if there were any graphic design positions available at any of your companies. No.
We do have a design staff, and we will be hiring for designers. We are not currently. And I do want to say that starting salary of $16 an hour assumes no relevant experience or relevant schooling. If people have relevant experience and relevant schooling, that price goes up.
Great, thank you. So it looks like some people are asking VPNE. I think they have left the chat. So Lisa, you asked a question particular to VPNE, and I would ask that you look in the chat to find Ariel's email so that you can ask her the question. You could also go to the website for VPNE and try to find a position that suits your schedule. And then there was, I think one person asked a question about, are any employers CORI-friendly? And I think my sense is that everyone reviews a CORI background on a case-by-case basis. And all of the presenters who came today came understanding that there would be some individuals participating today who have a criminal record, and that they're open to you applying and then chatting with you if it seems like a good fit. Does anyone have an answer that's different? Okay.
Susan, I just want to say, while we don't use the CORI system, we do the criminal background check. It's just because you have a criminal past does not automatically disqualify you.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is to be honest. Nobody at your local store level sees that information. That is all reviewed at our global office by a compliance team. So, and they determine based on what the charge was, or what the what the sentence was, the verdict was, they look and see if that it would directly relate to your ability to do the job that we're hiring you for. So I encourage folks, we have many people that have had things come back on background checks that work for us. So don't automatically discount Whole Foods.
Okay. Yep. And I was just going to say, LaGuardia is from Whole Foods Market. So just in case she and Helen work together.
And can I add something?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. We do have companies that are second chance companies, so the requirement is not required.
Okay, excellent. So, and Sydney, you've asked for all company information. This, just so you know, this presentation has been recorded, so you will be able to review it and go back. We'll be sending out a link to everyone so that they can watch it again and catch the websites for each company. And also, I think you'll be able to see the chat in that recording as well. Let's see.
And Susan, I'm just going to jump in here too. Amanda from Amazon here. Like LaGuardia said, we are encouraging all to apply. We do run that background check. It is sent to a third-party administrator. They are running it according to our operational procedures. They will reach out to candidates if they have any questions, but we do ask that you are honest on the application. It does not hinder you from that application process. We do encourage everyone to apply.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Does Amazon use an outside company as far as CORI screenings go when it comes to driving positions?
We do run criminal background checks as well as motor vehicle reports. We do not use the CORI system, but again, we do encourage all to apply.
Okay, thanks. We may have another employer. This, I apologize. Ashley, I've just promoted you. Can you unmute for a second? Just tell me what company you represent.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm not an employer. I wanted to hear from the other employers, such as CWS.
They were not they were not on the panel today.
Oh, well, that's what the list said from the email.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Confusion. Sorry about that. Okay. All right.
I do want to add, though, that Community Work Services will be on the panel for Friday. So
thank you. Yes. So yeah, that's a good point. I do want to mention and reiterate what Bethany just said. On Friday from 1 to 2:30, there is also an education resource fair with a lot of companies that are providing training. And so we encourage everyone to attend. I'm going to switch gears right now and just share my screen so that we can finish things up today. Let me just make sure so I want to just review what's going to happen after today. So everyone who is participating today is going to receive an email with a link to an online submission form. And this is where you get to tell us which employers you heard from today that you would like to work for. If you are ready to work immediately, you can upload your resume and let us know which employers interested you, and also mention which jobs in particular caught your interest. If you're not ready to work yet, that's okay. These employers are not going anywhere. They're obviously thriving and growing, and they are here for you when you are ready. And this presentation will be on the Project Opportunity website, where it will live in perpetuity, and you'll be able to review it and find information. So, we'll be sharing information about uploading your resume. The form will be open until May 26th. That's next week at 5 p.m. And then we will be sharing the resumes with all of the employers. They'll be getting a message from my team at MassHire Downtown Boston. Starting on May 27th, employers will be reviewing the resumes and contacting candidates to start the screening process. So please check your email and phone messages regularly. Respond promptly, because they will move on to the next candidate if you do not respond. And if you are someone who tends to have a very full and stuffed voice mailbox, please clear it out so that the recruiters can leave you a message. I also want to just mention that MassHire Downtown Boston is here for everyone who is on this call today. You know, when circumstances change and you're looking for work, we are an excellent resource to help you find a job, a career, and a rewarding path in your future. So our website is here. Membership is free, and we have workshops and hiring events. We also have one-on-one coaching sessions, as well as the Talent Match portal, which allows you to receive customized job leads in your inbox. So I'm going to stop sharing and pass it back to Bethany.
Thank you so much, Susan. You did an incredible job moderating, as always. We thank you all for joining us today for the free CORI-friendly community job fair on Friday, as Susan mentioned, and I just have to drive it home. From 1 p.m. to 2:30, we'll be hosting our community education and training resource fair, which I promise will be equally beneficial. Special thanks to our mayor of the city of Boston, Mayor Janey, for her remarks and her work to help our city reopen and recover with an eye to equity and access, especially for our most vulnerable residents, which include those who are justice involved or impacted by their quarry. Thanks to Trin Nguyen, the director of the Mayor's Office of Workforce Development, Financial Empowerment, where we offer a host of free resources for job seekers and people looking to empower themselves financially. So many thanks, so many thanks to our partners for today's event. Of course, MassHire, BeProximate, and all of Project Opportunity City of Boston departments. This event would not be possible without our employment partners. We thank you all so much for your partnership with the City of Boston as we try to get our folks back to work. To everyone who's joined, both from behind the wall or behind your own computer screens, we want you to know that the City of Boston is and will continue to be a partner to you as you seek to re-enter the workforce, enter the workforce for the first time, change your career, seal or expunge your quarry, find housing, and just ensure that you have access to the many vital resources that are needed now more than ever. I want to remind you to visit the Project Opportunity webpage for upcoming events, recordings of past events. This event will be posted if you wanted to use it to refer back to, as well as a link to register for our free quarry sealing and expungement program. And we hope that you will join us again on Friday for the culmination of Second Chance and Reentry Week with the Community Education Training and Job Resource Fair at 1 p.m. Until then, please find us online, apply for these great opportunities, go to MassHire Downtown Boston website, become a member, and stay encouraged, stay healthy, and stay safe. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.